The first thing this show gets right is its official English title, So I'm a Spider, So What? It's as if the creator took 20 seconds to call up a native English speaker and ask, I'm writing this novel called Kumo desu ka, nani ka? Google's English translation is, it's a spider, but something. How does that sound? Oh, so that's an abomination. I see. You'd go with, so I'm a spider, so what? Sure, I mean, you know your language better than I do. Thanks. Was that so hard? I know some people think that the so-called native Czech is racist and demeaning because they love shitty translations. The way I see it, either you're taking criticism from one person you know and trust, or from millions of assholes on the internet because you were too principled to go with option A. Your call. This show is about a girl reborn as a spider in a fantasy world where she goes from zero to overpowered while monologuing non-stop. This is especially true in the early episodes when there's basically no one else to talk to, so they compensate for it by making her one of those bubbly, hyperactive female leads who cranks out jokes on rapid fire. Last time I saw a show like this, it was in Hayore Nyarko-san, and if you want to go really far back, I recall Excel Saga being something like this way back when I watched it in 2003. One-woman shows like this, which live and die by the charisma and comedic stylings of a single character, walk a fine line between being charming and obnoxious. I was unsure which this show would be for the first few episodes, but in the long run, it fell on the side of charming. The show definitely benefits from being 24 episodes long. There's enough time to build an interesting world out of one that was pretty limited at the one core mark. And yes, I still hate that word, core. Probably the coolest thing about the show is the twist about the timeline you start to notice about a third of the way through the show. No spoilers, but it's what sold me on the show being worth watching. Another highlight of the show is its first ending theme. If I don't end up singing it at karaoke someday, assume I died trying. If there's something not to like about this show, aside from the constant monologuing, it's the CG. A lot of these random 3D monsters are pretty ugly. I got used to it fairly quickly, but at first it was admittedly off-putting, and chances are you care about this stuff more than I do. Also, a lot of the early fights are boring, and there are a lot of random walls of Japanese text on screen which are no fun to look at. Those issues aside, it's still a good show overall, and I would gladly watch the second season. For now, the show is well deserving of a single plus.